Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. Now you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The cheapest I found this one for is $1,100. Now that's for the Chinese version. If you want the global version, that one's going to be a little bit more. Now the main difference between the Chinese version and the global version is the Chinese version has a bigger battery, 6,000 milliamps. You got a different color choice. It also comes in green, and you got a different storage version. Other than that, exactly the same devices. All right, so let's get right into it. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White Shoes,
I love my white.
calm down. Okay, Xiaomi 15 Ultra. This is the global version, okay? As far as the presentation, nice black box. I like that. Giggity. Inside, let's see. Now, this box is kind of big, but you're going to notice something in a minute. There's just some ejection tool. Inside, this is going to be a charging cable, USB-A to USB Type-C. I shoes, inspect that for quality. You got your usual books and shit, and you got a nice, clear, hard skin case. And here's your device. Now, no charger in the box. Now, we can't blame Xiaomi on this one. We got to blame the EU. So let's all say it together. Samsung, Google, Apple, nothing, Motorola, Sony, fucking Sony, the EU, put the charger in the box. Now, if you buy the Chinese version, it does come with the charger in the box. All right, let's go through the specs real quick. Now, the global version comes in 3 different colors. You got black, white, and black and silver. Now, the Chinese version also has a green variant. For the display, let's get and open this up. The display. You got a 6.7-inch Quad HD LTPO OLED panel with a resolution of 1440 by 3200. Now that's 522 for the PPI Patrol. This display is beautiful. You got HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, up to 3200 nits brightness, and a 120 hertz refresh rate. Now the phone is IP68, dust and water resistant. You got the Xiaomi Shield Glass 2, okay, the long sheen glass. You got glass on the back, or eco leather, and you got an aluminum frame. For the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite with the Adreno 830 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs. Now, it's running Android 15 with HyperOS 2 skin on top. Now, for the global version, you got a 5,410 milliamp battery that features 90 watt fast charge. And you also got 80 watt fast wireless charge and 10 watt reverse wireless charge. Now, you can charge this phone from 0 to 100% in 49 minutes. Now, for the Chinese version, you got a 6,000 milliamp battery. Now, you got dual stereo speakers, and the phone has support for hi-fi audio. For the cameras, on the rear, you got a quad setup. So you got a 50 megapixel wide angle, 50 megapixel telephoto, 50 megapixel ultra wide, and a 200 megapixel telephoto lens. Now, you can shoot 8K video at 30 frames per second, or 4K video at 30, 60, and 120 frames per second. On the front, you got a 32 megapixel wide angle lens, and you can shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. Now, you also got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, always on display, face unlock, on-screen fingerprint sensor, you got an IR blaster, and you got second space, also known as thought protection. All right, so all of that for $1,100. Let's see what it is. Now, let me start by answering. Oh, let me turn this down for a second. Hold up. This display is so beautiful. Look at that. Let me start off by answering the main question everybody wants to know. Okay? If you got a Xiaomi 14 Ultra, should you upgrade to the 15 Ultra? And the answer is simple. No. Definitely not. Now, I'm going to say the same thing that I said about the Galaxy, about the Vivo, about the Oppo, about the Honor, okay, about the iPhone. 2025, okay, we kind of plateaued, we kind of peaked in the cell phone game. This is not a great year to upgrade because these two phones, okay, specifically right here, these two phones are basically the same. Here's what you're going to notice with the differences. First of all, if you get the 15, you get a new processor. Now, the Snapdragon 8 Elite versus the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3, in the real world, you're not going to notice too much difference. The main difference that you're going to notice is with battery management. Next, speaking of battery, you're getting a larger battery. This is 5,000 milliamps, 5,410. So that with the new processor is going to make you feel like you got a new battery. However, I would never say upgrade your phone just for battery. You could buy something like this or buy the camera grip and get extra battery. Next, you get a new fingerprint sensor. Now you're getting the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor versus optical, which you're not going to notice because Xiaomi makes one of the best fingerprint sensors in the game, so you're not going to notice. And lastly, the 200 megapixel camera. This is quad 50 megapixel cameras versus triple 50 and one 200. Now I know on paper that sounds like a huge upgrade, but let me show you something. In the real world, these cameras, you're not really going to notice the difference. Watch this. All right, check this out. Now this is my usual zoom test that I do. Now I stand all the way down the block from this school and I try to zoom in on the sign. That will test the quality of the zoom camera. Here's the 15 and the 14, side by side. Okay, 14 versus 15. Look at the zoom test. With the 14, already amazing. Look at that. No discolorization. The words crystal clear. Here's the 15. Just as good, maybe a little bit brighter. But is it worth upgrading? I would say no. I would say no. Now watch this. I took a bunch of the same shots. Here's the portrait mode orange. Okay, maybe a little bit more detail with the 15, but is that enough to upgrade? I would say no. Let me see. Let's find another classic daytime photo. Look at this. Let's do the basketball court. Look at the basketball court. The photos, they look identical. They look identical. So I would not upgrade just for the 200 megapixel camera, just for the Snapdragon 8 Elite. I mean, no. If you got a 15, if you got a 14, I would say keep that 14 for one more year. Now, let me show you something. Even if you got a 13, okay, if you got a 13, it's still not enough upgrade for me. Okay, it's not enough upgrade for me. I would say if you got something like an 11 or a 10 or maybe something a lot older, then it's time to upgrade. But we got to start looking at phones like cars. And this is what I mean by that. Say you just went out and bought the flagship Mercedes-Benz. Okay, you bought an S-Class V12. Maybe you spent $150,000 for a 2024 Mercedes-Benz. In 2025, you're not looking for a new car. Once you bought that new car, you good for the next 5 years. We got to start looking at phones like that because the upgrades are so minimal, it's not really worth upgrading every year. It's really not. There's really only one phone. I can show it to you. I got it right here. There's only one phone that I would say blew me away from last year to this year. And that's the Pixel Fold. If you had the Pixel Fold and then the very next year, the Fold 2 came out, yeah, this is what you call an upgrade. This is a minimum upgrade, but not enough to spend any money. And I would say the same exact thing for the Xiaomi 15 and the 14 Pro. Now, I love the adamantium silver. This is an absolute fingerprint magnet. But these phones are basically the same. Not exactly the same, basically the same. So if you got a 14 Pro, keep it. You don't need the 15 Pro. If you got a 14 Ultra, keep it. You don't need the 15 Ultra. Now, with that being said, if you had an older phone and you upgrade into this phone, you are going to love it. This is one of those phones, okay? You know, when the person says the word twice, that means it's real. You know, if somebody says, oh, it's cold outside. How cold? No, it's cold. If somebody said the word twice, that means it's for real. This is one of those phones. What's missing from my flagship checklist on this phone? Absolutely nothing. This is an absolute beast. Now, on a side note, all weekend I was playing around with this iPhone 16e. It feels so good now to handle a real phone. Now, we got one more accessory with this. This should run around $100, but you got to look around. You might find it cheaper. This is the Xiaomi 15 Ultra Photography Kit, the Legend Edition. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Now, y'all know I love the photography kits. Check this one out. It comes with some lens filters. All right, shoes, inspect that. Okay, we got a little clip. We got some extra buttons right here. Let's see what else. Okay, now it comes with the black and red case. Woo, I'm feeling that. But the camera grip. Now this is pretty sick because it does have USB Type-C charging, pass through. So that means once you charge, you don't have to take the case off to charge your device. Okay, you have the wheel right here for your zoom, your exposure. You got a record button, 2-snap shutter button. This is going to be your lock button. Lock it on the back of the phone. All right, shoes back up. And it does come with a lanyard in here somewhere. Let's see. This should be usual books and shit. Okay, and this is going to be the lanyard. Nice black and red lanyard. Ah! Little struggles on this. Hold up. Let's try that again. Ah! All right, shout out to Xi Jinping with the packing on this one. Ah! Okay, the lanyard. All right, let me drop this on the phone real quick. All right, so here's how it looks installed. Now it gives it that retro camera look. I love it. Here's the little lanyard. Now keep in mind, this has a 2,000 milliamp battery included, so it's actually a portable charger with USB Type-C, pass-through charging, so you don't have to take it off to charge your phone. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's go to camera, and if you notice, look at this. All right, shoes came in right on time. I can change the exposure. All right, shoes, hold up. Shoes, back up. I can change the exposure. Hold on. Sorry. Look at this. All right, here's the exposure. It's bright or low. We can actually zoom in. And we got the shutter button, which is 2-stage. Okay, let's get a little more exposure. Zoom in and get that shot. Oh, this is dope. Let's change the exposure a little bit. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at the camera on this. Look at the camera on this phone. Okay, this camera actually has a phone. All right, so this is the photography kit. I'm feeling it. And when you want to take it off, hit the lock and slide it off. When you put it on, locks into place, and you get the menu. Matter of fact, let's do that one more time. I want y'all to see the menu. Hold up, because you can see the actual battery. Slap it on. There it is. I said the grip, 25%, phone, 96%. And you could go to settings just like that. All right, so this is the photography kit, and when you're done, just take it off, and you can still rock the case. Now, this case alone, there's a little button right here to change the rings. The case alone is sick. Black and red trim. I am feeling it. I am feeling it. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this off, and then we'll talk about the actual device. All right, my bad, Shoes. I didn't mean to fling you like that. Shoes looking at me with the evil face. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's get a little wipe down. Bang. Now, this is the global version. Like I said, it's going to run you a little over $1,100. On the back, there's your quad camera setup. Now, some people say this phone is kind of ugly with the big stovetop cameras on the back. I tend to agree. This is not my favorite looking phone, but when you got a camera that works like this, I'm willing to sacrifice. Okay, I'll take a little bit of looks over functionality. Okay, I'll take functionality over looks. On the back, you got the satin panty finish. Now, this was one of the things that I didn't like about this color with the 14. Okay, this one has a lot of fingerprints on the back, and it just has that plasticky look to it. That's this particular color. The black, now you got the satin panty finish. All right, do the 2-finger test yourself. Little Xiaomi branding. Again, quad camera setup on the rear. Giant 1-inch sensor. Now, they did take away the variable aperture the variable aperture. But hey, the camera looks just as beautiful. Looks just as beautiful. On one side, there's your power button. Now, it has a little texture to it. I like that. Volume up and down. On the top, nice and clean. Now, I know what you're saying. How is the top nice and clean? Where's the IR blaster? The IR blaster is in the back. Shout out to Xiaomi, okay? That's where it's supposed to be. So this way, when you want to use the IR blaster, you don't got to hold your phone like this, like a remote control. You hold it like this. Now, I know you might not think that's a big deal, but when you're trying to troll, if you're pointing your phone at a TV going like this, it looks like you're trying to set up an infrared remote. But when you're holding your phone like this, it looks like you're taking a selfie or you're just scrolling through your shit, and meanwhile, you're pairing up the TV with the IR blaster. This is the number one trolling phone of America. I love it. The other side, nice and clean. Bottom, there's your SIM tray, USB Type-C charging slot, and your speaker grill. Now, the sides, nice and flat. You still have a little bit of the curved glass. Now, y'all remember I'm tired of the curved glass. You got a little bit of the curved glass, but when the phone has the flat sides, it doesn't feel like a curved display. It feels flat. And I like that. I would say, yeah, it feels just like the 14 Pro. Nice and flat and solid. Now, you got a couple of different ways you can open up your device. You can swipe up, put in your pad and your pin. Also, there's your front-facing camera. Let's do that again. Swipe up, put in your pad and your pin. Next, you got the new ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, which works unbelievably fast, which, come on, let's keep it real. With the 14, with the regular fingerprint sensor, with the optical, worked just as good, okay? And you got face unlock. Let's do 3 in a row. Y'all know Xiaomi, Oppo, OnePlus, best biometrics in the game. I'm not going to look at it. Let me look over. Bang. Excellent biometrics. Okay, swipe over once. Since this is the global version, there's your Google homepage. 120 Hz refresh rate. All of my Android 15 widgets. Now let's go to the settings real quick. For your quick toggles, you do have a performance mode. Balance, battery, or ultra save. And if you notice, if I put on balance, you notice how it's going to change colors. Battery saver. You see it, the battery turned yellow. And if you put it on performance, you're going to get this light blue theme. I love that. Okay, so all of the standard quick toggles, my bad, I just poke shoes. All of the standard quick toggles. Let's go over the settings. Okay, now there's a Hyper OS update. We'll do that in a minute. Let's go to more connections. Of course, you got private DNS, NFC, okay, VPNs, Android Auto. That's another difference. If you get the Chinese version, you may not have the Android Auto. Okay, I think Vivo is the only Chinese company that supports the Android Auto just yet. All right, shoes, come on. All right, but this is the global version, so you got Android Auto. Next, let's go to lock screen. Nothing to really see here. I mean, I'm not going to go through all of the settings. Let's just go to display real quick. Let me get a little wipe down. For display, okay, you got sunlight mode. I like to turn that on. Remember, up to 3200 nits peak brightness. You got your color schemes. Okay, I like to have mine saturated, nice and moist and cool. Okay, let's see your refresh rate. Up to 120. Display resolution, Quad HD. Let's go to personalization. Now, one thing I will say, you do have your super wallpapers. Okay, there's your lock style. You can change your lock screen styles. Always on display. All of the usual ones on deck. You can change your icons and the size, your fonts, your notification effects. Let's go with Starlight. Why not? Fingerprint effects. Let's go with the big ripple. You got a wallpaper carousel, themes, okay, online wallpapers. My favorite, super wallpapers. Now, as of right now, still just the standard super wallpapers. That's the moon. And then when it lands. So what does that mean? You see I'm using this one right here. Look at that. That's your always on display. And then it'll open up like that. So you still got the moon, you got snowy peaks, geometry, faraway rings, home, and the red planet. More super wallpapers to come. Xiaomi. All right, let me shout out, Xi Jinping. I need you to step up the super wallpapers game. This is one of the reasons why I love Hyper OS, but we need more super wallpapers. Now for this video, let's rock out. Let's go with the Earth. Okay, it's gonna look like that. And you can select the landing point. Okay, let's select the landing point on this one. Let's go with this one right here. You got the green. You got China, Croatia. I like this one right here in Italy. All right, so we got to hit apply. And here's how it's going to look. So this is my always on display. That's my lock screen. And then when it opens, brings you right to the surface. I love that. Okay, so that's the super wallpapers. Sound and vibration, excellent speakers. We'll test them out in a minute. Okay, excellent haptics. I'll keep it on maximum. And additional settings. Okay, you can control your Bluetooth speakers separately. All of the good stuff. Anything else we need to see here? That's pretty much it. Let's see. Let's go to additional settings. Okay, accessibility. If you're hearing or visually impaired, all of the settings. You got your quick ball, one-hand use. You do have Google Circular Search. Okay, I'll check that in a minute. Circular search, let's make sure it's activated. Should be on. I was using it yesterday. Yeah, it's on. Okay, there's your circular search. You got floating windows, second space, also known as thought protection. All right, so let's try the circular search. Look, we got a Xiaomi phone right here. There it is. Some leather. What is that? Leather. All right, matter of fact, let's see if something actually works. Let's try the circular search and see if this actually works. Okay, let's see. Galaxy S24. Okay, now I notice whenever I do this, oh look, here it is. That's the actual picture. S25. Okay, so circular search does work. I'll talk about the AI. Matter of fact, let's go to settings real quick because you do have some other AI settings. All right, so you do have some Xiaomi AI. You got Gemini already built into the phone, and you got AI App Boost. So for writing, creativity, speech recognition, okay, you can interpret your conversations. You got an AI interpreter, and you got AI subtitles. Now, the only thing missing from this is like when you click over once, you go to your Google homepage, there's no AI summary. That's the only thing missing, no AI summary. But I will show you some of the AI that I actually use. Okay, nice and smooth. Looking good. Let's check the web browsing speeds. Go to apple.com. Okay. iPhone 16e. Okay, here it is. Excellent scrolling speeds. Look at that. And of course, if you want to, let's do the floating window. Okay. Drop it to the side. Just like that. Then I can open up Facebook. And then while I'm on Facebook, I can come back right to Apple, check out some peasant phones, or keep it moving. Now we could do split screen multitasking. Okay, so let's do OnePlus on the bottom, Facebook on the top. And look at that. Get that scrolling speed. 2 apps at the same time. All right, so now let me answer another question. Will this phone work in the USA? Now I live in the USA. I got AT&T. Let's do a test phone call. I just dropped my SIM card in. And there it is. So this will definitely work in the USA. All right, so now let's test out the dual stereo speakers. Of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rebier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test, time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth, time for sound test. Time to test that quality in the sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
Nice and loud. This is just the top. You hear how loud that is?
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it?
You could feel the bass.
How's the sound, baby? That's a sound test.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rebier. Now, I got to be honest with y'all. The speakers sound amazing, even better than the Galaxy S25. All right, so now let's take a look at this beautiful display. Full screen, Dolby Vision, HDR10+, 3200 nits brightness. Look at the viewing angles. 522 for the PPI Patrol. This display is stunning. Basically bezel-less. Little cutout for the camera. Super sharp. Vibrant. I love it. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's try a little gaming. Of course, we got Asphalt Legends Unite. Here we go. Let's get it. Snapdragon 8 Elite. You already know what that means. Ooh, y'all like that. All right, hold up. Let me get some boost. I need that ramp. Let's see if I can hit him on the landing. Woo! Okay. And we got to get the stylish W, of course. Woo! On 2 wheels. All right, let's turn this down. Okay. Gaming on your Xiaomi 15 Ultra. No issues at all. Snapdragon 8 Elite. All right, so now let's talk about my favorite feature of this phone, the camera. The camera on this phone is amazing. You got the quad Leica lenses. Let's check out the different shooting modes. So you got Pro mode, change your white balance, your shutter speed, your exposure. You got video. Now you can do wide angle all the way up to 30 times zoom. Now for the front, you got 4K, 60 frames per second. On the rear, you can do 8K at 30, or you could do 4K at 30, 60, or 120 for your slow motion. Now regular photos, you got wide angle all the way up to 120 times zoom. Look at that. We keep zooming, we zoom in. 120 times scumbag zoom. Now you got portrait mode, a few different focal lengths. You got documents, and of course you got Ultra HD, you got fast shot, slow motion, time lapse, you got dual video front and back, you got movie, long exposure, panorama, and supermoon. Now this camera with this, the photography kit, first of all, look at the zoom shots, okay? Look at the zoom shots. This is from a block and a half away. No, you can actually see the words on the bottom now. This is one of the best zoom shots you're going to see yet. But don't take my word for it. Take a look at these test pictures and video for yourself. Now here's another one of my favorite features, the IR blaster. Now as you can see, I got my Sony TV set up already, But it's not just for TVs. You can set up your cable box, your air conditioner, okay, your DVD player, your robot vacuum cleaner, your projector, your RGB lights. You could go crazy. Let me show you how I use this upstairs in the office. All right, so I'm sitting up in the office. I just finished working. Now I want to turn off all of my TVs using one phone. Okay, so let's start off with the Samsung TVs. Just like that. Another one. Just like that. Now we'll switch over to LG TV. Press the button. Just like that. And now let's switch over to Sony TV. Press the button. Just like that. The IR blaster is so clutch for me. This is a major go. All right, so now let's talk about second space, also known as thought protection. Here's how it works. Now I'm going to open up the phone using my thumbprint. As y'all can see, the super wallpaper. There's Facebook. Okay, exit out of that. There's our X. Okay, this is my X account. There's Instagram. Here's TikTok. Okay. And here's gallery. All of the shots that I took. Now watch this. I'm gonna lock the phone. Instead of using my thumbprint, I use a different finger, and look how fast that is. It already switched over. Let's go to Facebook. Oh, wait a minute. No Facebook app, no Instagram app, no Twitter app. Let's go to gallery. Check this out. Only 2 photos. Only 2 photos. So now I can leave my phone on the table just like this. If somebody picks it up, oh, let me go to his Instagram real quick. Oh, no Instagram. Wow. No Facebook? No Twitter? Okay. No TikTok? Let's go to his gallery. Oh, he must love his cat. He only got 2 cat photos. What a gentleman. Leave his phone alone. Now, when I come back, pick it up, use my thumbprint, and look at the instant switch. Instant. Now, here's my gallery. All of my scumbag photos would be on deck. And of course, if I swipe up, all of my apps. So now you see X, now you see TikTok, Threads, Instagram, Facebook, and everything is logged in. Second space. Let's do that one more time. Look how fast the switch is. This is how it's supposed to work. Now, y'all see me do the second space test with mid-range phones, and it's a little bit of a lag. I told you, if you get a flagship Xiaomi phone, the second space is going to switch instantaneously. Instantaneously. I love that. All right, so now let's talk about the AI. Now, I don't really use too much AI. I like to use the photo eraser. Y'all seen that before. But here's a dope one that I like. It's called AI Sky. Watch this. You can change the color of the sky. So we're going to do AI Sky. Now, say I want to have, let's do something like double rainbow. Okay, so now we got the rainbow in the photo. Let's say if I want to do something like evening. Look at that. Change the photo to evening with a big evening sun. That's pretty dope. And they got a plethora of ones you could choose from. Now you got to down. Let's do full moon. Look at that. That's just a fun little AI tool. Now, again, of course you got, let's go ahead and discard that. Of course you got your magic eraser where you can erase items. You know, all of that AI stuff. Now, one of the things that I wish they had was the AI summarize. But hey, it is what it is. Now, here's another thing that I love about Xiaomi phones. The best always on display in the game. First of all, look at the icons. You got the actual icons of the app. Now, let me show you what it looks like when you get a notification. I'm going to close this all the way up. I'm going to send myself a little text message. And watch this. You see the little starlights with the actual icon of the app. I love that. Now, let me show you the charging animation. Look at that. Bright and vibrant. Beautiful. Now, let's do the RDA test. Regular daily activities. Now, you just dropped $1,100 on a brand new phone. Let's see how it works in the real world. Now, this phone has 80-watt fast wireless charge. So what does that mean? You don't have to charge this up at night. Just sleep with it right in your bed. When you wake up in the morning, shit, shower, and shave, it's going to be at 100%. Now, when I wake up, I just grab the phone, look at it, bang, pops open just like that. I see I got a message. Let's get a reply to that. You're okay. Exit out of that. We get the little pop-ups. Keep it moving. Now, the first thing I like to do, check the weather. Okay. All right, shoes. Okay, let's try that again. Now, little freeze app, a little freezing right there with the weather. Okay, there it is. All right, so there's the weather, 36 degrees. Let's see, do we have the paid version? Yes, we have the paid version installed. Okay, after that, let's head over. Okay, got a little message. After that, let's take it over to Google, get a fresh refresh, and see what's going down. Now, tomorrow we got the nothing phones. Okay, let's see. Xiaomi 15 Ultra versus 14 Ultra. Should you upgrade? Now, I just answered that question, but let's see what they're saying. All right, let's see what they're saying. Should you upgrade? Now, this is why you need AI Summarize, because I don't want to read all of this, but let's see. Let's just skim through, because all of these ads, let's skim through. Let's see, 200 megapixel camera. Although the difference sounds hefty on paper, it's worth remembering that higher resolution doesn't necessarily guarantee a better camera setup. You see, it sounds good on paper, but in the real world, they look the same. They look about the same. Let's see, Ultra is available in 3 colors, AI features. We won't deliver our final verdict until we spend more time with the 2. Okay, no early verdict. Okay, haven't said that just by looking. That said, it looks like more capable. Let's see, better battery. That's pretty much it. You see, this is why you need AI Summarize, because I don't want to read all of this bullshit. I just need the bullet points. Anyway, let's keep it moving. All right, so let's see. We got the Galaxy Book 5 360. Okay, I got one of those. Let's go. Sennheiser Momentums. Xiaomi got the new camera. All right, this is my man Ben's Gadget. Xiaomi got the new camera. I got to check that out after this. We got a new Honor phone. This month, we got phones galore. We got phones galore. Okay, let's see. I tested the 15 Ultra for 2 weeks. Let's see what he says. Let's see. Snapdragon 8 Elite, better battery performance. I pretty much said the same thing. The camera hasn't changed much, but it's still good. Okay, basically everybody's saying the same thing. Okay, everybody's saying the same thing. If you got the 14, you good money. But if you got something older, this is a great device. All right, so let's exit out of that. Next, let's do a little work. All right, so I got to take it over to my Gmail segment. Let's go. Let's see what's going on with the NBA. Okay. Ooh, NBA League Pass. Let's see. The Knicks. The Knicks better win. That's my message to the NBA. Let me get to send that real quick. Okay. Now, if I want to, we'll do floating windows. And we'll leave the Gmail on the side, because we might have to come back to that later. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next, let's go over to X. Now, I haven't been on X all weekend. I know everybody's going to be talking about this bullshit iPhone 16e. Let's see, Floss, you ordering the Xiaomi 15 Ultra because it's a beast? Am I ordering the Xiaomi 15 Ultra? All right, am I ordering that? Amir? Yes. Okay, let's see. The review ain't ever coming out. What are they talking about? Let's see. Apple's ChatGPT version of Siri has been delayed till 2027. You see, everybody been asking me, what's taking so long to review the iPhone 16 Pro Max? It doesn't make any sense reviewing it because half of the features don't even work yet. Let's see. Somebody said dude was mad at Apple. Who's mad at Apple? Was that for my video? Let's see. I got to say the iPhone 16e is a good cheap little iPhone. Max, what are you talking about? It's a good cheap little iPhone. $650. That's not cheap, bro. Let's see. Don't call yourself a tech guy. 600. Yeah, see, 600 for an iPhone is 100% cheap, bro. Nah, bro. Let's see. Well, YouTube algorithm now, I haven't seen. Okay, somebody haven't seen one of my videos in a while. Hey, look, man. Yeah, bro. Let's see. Shoes. Nah, I'm gonna let you, I don't want to move shoes, but if you think $600 is good for an iPhone 16e, bro, all you need to do is go on eBay, go on Swapper, go somewhere else and look around. You're gonna be surprised what you can get for $600, bro. You'll be surprised. No MagSafe and 600 is a no-go. I get it. Let's Let's see. All right, so everybody's talking about this bullshit iPhone. This is the most savage in the history of savageness. Bro, I had a good time making that video. I didn't even want to spend my... sorry, Shoes, I got to move you for 1 second. I didn't even want to spend my money on this bullshit, but, you know, my community asked me to buy it and roast it, so I had to do what I had to do. Now, look, I caught a lot of flack from this. I caught a lot of flack because people were saying, oh, I don't appreciate you calling me stupid because I bought the phone. Look, at the end of the day, it's just jokes, okay? I don't give a fuck what you do with your money. If you want to buy 100 iPhone 16es, that's your choice. I don't care. My bad, Shoes. I don't care. I don't take it personal, but y'all want my opinion? It's trash. Let's see. Won't evolve. Look at this. More conversations with Siri won't evolve until iOS 20. Bro, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Let's see. It is crazy. Let's see. I'll happily upgrade to the iPhone 16e today. Yo, I'm gonna have to come back on Twitter later and just have a field day. All right, so that's how your X is gonna look. Let's go to Facebook, and again, at any moment, I can come back to my Gmails. Okay, I can do split screen, multitasking, or full screen. Okay. All right, let's see. Now, this is how your Facebook is gonna look. Everything nice and smooth. Okay. Yeah. Booty talk number 14. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right, my homegirl Monica. Let's see. Anything else about it? If you know, you know. All right. Who this? Carrie Hilson? Okay. All right. So here's how your Facebook is going to look. Everything's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. And again, exit out of that. Oh, by the way, look at this. This is all these apps I got open at the same time. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to take a quick phone call, but we back in. All right, so you've seen Facebook. Next, let's take it over to TikTok. Let me turn the volume down on this. Okay, let's see what's going down on TikTok. Okay, we got some new open style earbuds. Ninja Slushy, of course. Okay, AT&T sending me messages. Okay, let's see. What is this now? Oh, okay. He has main character syndrome. Okay. Do want to be the main character. It is what it is. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see. He made the switch from Apple to Samsung. Believe me, he's never going back. I don't even have to watch the video. I can tell you that he's never going back. Okay, we got the Mint Mobile ads. Okay, now, I got this phone upstairs right now. I need to break this out. I'll do it this weekend, y'all. This phone has a built-in projector. Okay, I got one of these right now. We got the live images from Mars. This is kind of crazy. You can get this kind of definition. Look at the high-quality definition of these videos from Mars. But anytime there's a bank robbery or something, the image is 480p. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is kind of crazy. Okay, we got the new Xiaomi phones. Look at this. You got this bullshit right here. $599. Yo, no MagSafe, no Find My. Yo, let's see. It is what it is, bro. Okay, let me not look at too much of this because it's about to activate my fat gland. What is this right here? I need this. I need one of those. All right, anyway, so that's how your TikTok is going to look. And, of course, let's do one more. Let's take it over to Instagram. Let's see. Okay, a little political news. All right, All right. What's going on here? All right, let's get a first refresh. All right, let's see what's going down. Now, okay. All right, now this is right. All right, Calvin. All right, let's see what's going down. All right, my man, Hustle Gaming Cartel. They can't stop the hustle. That dance, the dance. They can't stop the hustle dance, yeah. You know when you hate something so much that you start doing it? That's one of those things right there. All right. Gucci Mane's wife going viral after being on a yacht with another bro. She kind of hugged up a little tight, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I approve of that, but hey, do what you do. All right. All right, anyway, so this is how it's going to look when you're on Instagram. Okay. My man Buster. Now, of course, you got the circle of search. So if I just need to know what kind of Timberlands these are, I must have these. You got the results right there, just like that. Circle of search. I will say this, the Galaxy AI is just better. Shout out to Xiaomi. They stepping into the AI game, but Galaxy AI is just far superior. Okay, we got the new G-Wagons. Again, Beautiful circular search. Use that. Okay, fumble the bags. All right. What's going on there? All right. So anyway, so this is how your Instagram is going to look. Everything is nice and smooth. 120 hertz refresh rate. Oh, what was that? Black and Volt? Shocks? I mean, the foams? I might have to come back out of retirement with the foam posits. Okay, now look. You see, when you see something like this is when you use the circular search to find out where you can buy these from. $230, $235. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I'll see if they have them in China first. and then I'll come back. Anyway, so that's how your Instagram is going to look. And again, Android 15, all of your widgets on deck. Overall, all right, let's go ahead and rank this. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving the Xiaomi 15 Ultra a major go. Last year, it was Galaxy, Xiaomi, Oppo. In this order, it was Galaxy, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, okay? And of course, the Pixel. All right, these were my top 5 Android phones from last year. Now, of course, honorable mention, Honor. Of course, this is number 6. This year, it looks like Galaxy is still going to be number 1, even though they got rid of the S Pen. It looks like Galaxy is still going to be number 1. It looks like Xiaomi is going to be number 2. Now, I just got some leaks through the grapevine that Oppo is coming out with the X8 Ultra. I spoke to Oppo when they sent me the X8 Pro, and I asked them, is this the flagship for the year? And they said yes. They lied to me. They coming out with an Ultra. So far, it looks like it's going to be Galaxy. To me, this is going to be number 2. I got to see how the Oppo camera works. Personally, I like the camera on the Xiaomi a little bit better than the Galaxy, but the Galaxy, do I have a Galaxy on me? Oh yeah, look. But the Galaxy, first of all, One UI. You see, I get the sports in the Now Brief. One UI is just more vibrant, colorful. Look at this. Look, excited. More vibrant, colorful, customizable. We got Samsung Dex. You got the S Pen, non-Bluetooth, but still the S Pen. So for this year, it looks like it's going to be number 1, number 2. Then we got to see what's up with Oppo. We got to see what's up with Google. I think Honor might have jumped in front of Vivo. This RSR right here, I don't know. But we got to see what's up with Vivo because as of right now, Vivo only has the X200 Pro. But Vivo is coming out with an X200 Ultra. So here's my predictions, all right? And also, if you like the Xiaomi 15 Pro, everything that I said in this video applies. Same exact phone. So far this year, let me give you my predictions. I think it's going to be Galaxy number 1. Number 2 is going to be Xiaomi 15 Ultra. Number 3, we'll use this as a placeholder. I think number 3 is going to be the Vivo X200 Ultra. Then number 4, it might be, this is subject to change. This is just a guess. Number 4, it might be the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. And number 5, we got to see what's up with Pixel. Now, if Pixel drops a Pixel 10, you never know. Pixel might jump up in the list. Okay? Pixel might jump up in the list. But this is how my preliminary list looks for 2025. Okay? These are just placeholders, but these are the actual phones so far. So far for easily number 1 and 2, Galaxy and Xiaomi. Galaxy has better AI. More features, better UI, just more compatibility. If you got Verizon, you can still get Galaxy. If you live in the USA, the Galaxy is the phone for you. However, number 2, the Xiaomi. First of all, the Xiaomi with the camera. Look at this camera, bro. Let's do a quick portrait mode. Let's see if I get shoes right here. All right, shoes. Do some cat stuff. Look at this photo. Look at the photos on this. I mean, come on, just point and shoot. Not to mention, with the photography kit, okay, getting a little notifications. With the photography kit, triple major go. Anyway, this is the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. I know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I'll see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes, pitch and roll it. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise. Spock here.
Spock won the beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.
Hey guys, Jerry Springer here. Subscribe to Flossy Carter for the real reviews. He has a tech channel on YouTube, and he already has over 2 million subscribers, so give him a look. You may like it, and it could be very useful. Take care of yourself and each other.